This morning, I'm speaking to the committee that is determining the Global Teachers Award. And it's my hope and sincere belief that I will emerge the winner of this global prize. First and foremost, I want to thank the organization, the Sani Valke Foundation, which came up with this program to support vulnerable students and teachers who are performing well in the area of profession. And me being one of the teachers, I believe and trust myself that I will emerge a winner, inshallah, God willingly. My name is Adan Kasim. I'm a Kenyan citizen, born in Kenya in the year 1965. I'm now still in the field. Therefore, sincerely, I thank the organization that came up with this and appreciate. Thank you very much for having that. It will really boost the world teachers' need, and that organization deserves applause. To give you a brief history of me, I was born in 1964, and I joined Egerton University, and I got my degree in Egerton University in Kenya, and I did agriculture education and extension. Agriculture education and extension entails a very important course. You can be an agriculture teacher and biology teacher in secondary school and teach agriculture and biology. Or you can join the Ministry of Education or Ministry of Agriculture to be an extension worker. Knowing the condition of my community, as a pastoralist, and people have a negative attitude toward teaching, I decided to go for teaching, which had a low payment and a challenging job condition. By then, if I were to become an extension worker, I would have been working in an office and luxuriously move on a white car. But I opted to join the Ministry of Education to help my people who have very few teachers in my area of work. Having taught for some time, I went for my master's degree in Kenyatta University, and I did master's in psychology, guidance and counseling, which I did very well, and that has given me an exposure to handle the students who are a problem in their lives, especially students who are affected by social problems. The fact that I did agriculture education, and I did also masters in psychology, has given me enough exposure to handle students. In my career of 38 years, out of these 25 years, I was in administration. I have never dropped teaching. I have all through been teaching my classes. The minimum lessons I taught was 10 lessons per week. And that means in all the subjects I was teaching, my students were performing very well. That's why I believe I have produced a good number of students. Among the great people I produced include governors of Mandera, who was my former student, the current governor of Mandera, who is also Mark, is also, and many other. I produced an attaché. I produced students. My students are in Harvard University. and they all did. They're all credible. No student who has passed through my lifetime, and I was a teacher or a principal, that did not perform well. This is because of the talent I implanted on them. I was posted as a principal in 2002, I was posted to Qor of Harar Secondary School. This was the most challenging time in my lifetime. This is the border of Somalia and Kenya. School was new. It had no infrastructure. It had no teachers. Security was challenging, and everybody was getting scared about it, knowing the border volatility of Somalia and Kenya. I had to sacrifice because I knew nobody will save this community. A video to show how I started the place will be attached. The first day I started, it was just a bushland. I then now moved to the school from nowhere to somewhere. By the time I left the school had a mean grade of 5.6 with an enrollment of 280. One stream school. The school had also 12 teachers by then. The performance was good. Among the subjects that students performed well was sciences. Up to now, the record we kept in Qor of Harar Secondary School in 2006 was 9.8 in physics. The best boy who finished from that school went to Khartoum University and did molecular biology. Having performed well in that first school and established both environmentally and academically, all the videos will be attached, and you will see the look of the school is so good. From there, having performed in Qor, I was moved to a bigger school, which is then 2-stream mixed school, which was 600 students, and it was in the town. It's called Furaha Mixed Day Secondary School. Furaha Mixed Day Secondary School, I expanded the school to 4-stream. I expanded the labs from 2 to 4. I expanded the classes from 4 to 8, and I expanded all the facilities. Academically, I improved the school. Having done that, I stayed there for 10 years as a principal. All through I was teaching, I never dropped. The philosophy I was trying to adapt was that my teacher who taught me English in Wajir High School when I was a student was 84 years old, Mr. Banham and Mr. and Mrs. Banham. They taught me English and also math. And they were 84. So I believe, I used to say now that I'm under 60. Why can't I not teach? So all through I was teaching biology and agriculture. My students were performing. Then I was now elected as the chairman of the Kenya Secondary School Heads Association. By then, I served for 10 years. Thereafter, I won several environmental awards. One of them given to me by the First Lady of Kenya, Margaret Kenyatta. That was a Gala Award, Total Gala Award, which was mainly recommending the school for its environmental impact. Up to this date, I have planted over 25,000 trees and got several ones. The Beast Torch, introduced by His Excellency President Kibaki. The Beast Torch, our school also won the Beast Torch. More so, the most extraordinary award I got was the one I got from my employer, which was called the Distinguished Service Award. The Distinguished Service Award clearly says my performance, my track performance of my profession, which was very clean and commendable. It is beyond the duty of, beyond and above the duty of service. That is what award I got. I will attach the certificate on that, and the award I got on that. Finally, after having performed that in Fura, I was also brought to Wajir High School and promoted to chief principal because of my the only chief principal in the county, because of my good performance. Wajir High School, by the time I was brought, had a lot of challenges. It had no water, it had security problems, the school land was supposed to be grabbed. I said as an old boy, I have to change this school. One of the great things I did was, right from the time I was taken there, I improved the learning condition of the school. Because with a poor learning environment, no parent will bring their children to the school. I therefore started planting trees, afforestation program in the school. And people could not believe the rocky land of Wajir High School, trees can grow. I'll share with you how the land has changed from a desert of rock to a green forested area where a student can bask every hot time of the weather. I also fenced the school with a permanent perimeter wall, soliciting funds from the Ministry of Education and other stakeholders. So far, the school covers 50 acres of land. Out of this, 3/4 of the land I have covered it, and the school is no longer at the risk of encroached. The school had a solar lighting problem every time. It was really affecting the learning of the school. I had to purchase a generator and also install a solar. I increased the number of dormitories to accommodate. The enrollment has risen from 600 by then to 1,030 as per today. Why do I deserve to be given this award? Is a question I need to answer. I deserve this because I hail from a pastoral community. And when other students ran away from this hardship job, I decided to take up the job. I did my teaching practice. I was assessed 7 times in Edgerton University in my teaching practice. And I scored A in all those assessments. So I believe the other thing is I worked honestly with my job, and I produced a good number of students who are now very capable, and I'm a very respected man in my community because of the work I did. The second thing why I should be given the award, if the panel look into my case, is that because I worked in a very sensitive place, that is the border of Somalia, where day and night we were being frustrated by security challenges for 7 years. More so, I remember one of the night I was attacked by a lion while in the school compound, and it was very stiff attack. I was about to, between the lion and the student. I shielded myself so that the lion does not go in and feed on my boys. And therefore, I feel that having undergone all those challenges, I deserve this award. I did the biggest milestone performance in 2024. Now that I'm almost closing toward retirement, I wanted to leave a legacy. The legacy I wanted to leave is that what do I leave for my old school that made me what I am today? I dreamt a night, and my dream is now coming true. The dream I dreamt was that I wanted to form an alumni of this very old school and bring together the thousands of graduates who left this school. The enrollment, the number of students who passed through this school from 1965, when the school was opened, to date, is 9,170. I decided to bring all these old boys together 5 months ago, this year. And I felt that my mission is very successful, and the launch of this very important summit is going to take place on 15th of December, a day before the closure of the application. Thank you very much.